What's up, Rams fans? Welcome back into a brand new video, and today we're going to be bringing back a series from last offseason that I did that you guys seem to really enjoy, and it is the What We Learned series. And basically what you can expect from this series if you are new around here is I'm going to be breaking down the 10 observations from training camps each day, just basically giving you guys an inside look on what's going on from each day of training camp. Now, of course, I'm obviously not going to the Rams training camp. I'd love to do that, but me living here in Colorado, that just doesn't seem to work out. But I'll be doing the next best thing, and you can go to the Rams website and access this article where you get 10 observations from the Rams training camp. So I'm basically going to be going over that article and telling you my thoughts on each thing and kind of reacting to it. One quick favor, if you could drop a like down below real quick, I'd really appreciate it. It helps this video reach more audiences and helps grow the channel. Also, shout out to Stu Jackson. He's the one who writes this article. Alright, observation number 10 says, in the nick of time, safety Nick Scott made a great pass breakup on a Stafford pass intended for Kupp near the sideline. Now, the Rams actually did post this picture of this awesome play happening. Shout out to the photographer. This is actually a really cool moment, and I'm actually really excited for Nick Scott because when we drafted, he was initially expected to be kind of like a special teamer guy at that, but he's really put in the work and he did amazing in the playoffs, and he's definitely a reliable guy you can put at safety. My preferable safety combo is Jordan Fuller and Nick Scott. That's just my opinion. But yeah, it's really cool to see the reliability of Nick Scott, seeing what he's been able to do, how he's been able to grow over the years with the Rams. Not just be a special teamer, but be able to contribute more to the team than that and really contribute to a defense. Number 9, it says Greg Gaines, playmaker. Defensive lineman Greg Gaines had one of the best plays of the day by batting a ball at the line of scrimmage, then falling underneath it to secure the interception during team drills. Now, I mean, anytime a defensive lineman can make an interception, I mean, props to them. That is a hard thing to do. Not only are you already interacting with an alignment on the offensive line, trying to get through and make some pressures or get a sack, but when you're able to steal a possession and get an interception off of that, props to you. Greg Gaines is a guy I'm really excited about. He really did break out last season, and that really just kind of put the Rams fans, the NFL, on notice on what he can do. This coming into his contract year, he's gonna have to play even better, and thus far it's looking like he is. Number 8. Fitting through tight windows. Stafford also threaded a couple passes to tight end Tyler Higbee for touchdowns against the first team defense during competitive red zone work. So yeah, it was reported today that Stafford actually had 2 touchdown passes to Tyler Higbee, and that's exciting because I think we can get even more out of Higbee this year than we did last year, simply because Tyler Higbee was kind of battling through some injuries last year, playing through it. But Higbee is a very underrated tight end in the NFL, and the Rams really don't use their tight ends a lot in the passing game because, you know, he could be a weapon for us in the red zone. He showed that in the past, and I think with all the attention going to Kupp and Robinson and Jefferson, Higbee could be a piece that just is completely forgotten about and go off. Number 7, it says building chemistry. Stafford had a nice completion over the middle to wide receiver Allen Robinson that drew some oohs from the fans on hand. Now, I've talked about it before. I'm really excited to see what Allen Robinson can do. I think he's going to have a monster year with the Rams. Really excited to see that element that he brings to the Rams that we just really have not had under the Sean McVay era. I'm glad that he has a camp to be able to get this chemistry down with Matthew Stafford. I think we kind of take for granted that aspect of the game. It's not really like a midseason acquisition that we make like we did with Odell Beckham Jr., where, you know, the chemistry was just kind of like you had to get it during the middle of the season and you really couldn't develop the talent as much as you would like. Allen Robinson having some time in the camp to be able to get the chemistry down and learn what Matthew Stafford prefers and vice versa, that's going to be really key for the Rams, especially because I think Allen Robinson is going to be a huge part of this offense this year. Number 6 is a very exciting one. It says 2 picks for Jacoby Durant. Making a leaping grab, Durant got his first pick of the camp by getting in front of Matthew Stafford's pass intended for Cooper Kupp near the sideline during team drills. Durant wasn't done though. Shortly thereafter, he made another impressive grab, picking off John Wolford during team drills. He didn't only get 1 as a rookie, but he got 2 in one camp, and this is just continuing to add to the resume of these rookie cornerbacks that we have, which is really exciting. Obviously, I talked about Darian Kendrick earlier today in a video. It just looks like what we've seen out of this cornerback group so far, out of this rookie class. Les is doing it again. He found some more steals out of the draft, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play in the preseason because they've been shown out in camp. Number 5 says practicing smart. While it was the first day in pads, the Rams emphasized keeping players on their feet when it came to tackling. And then he has a quote from Sean McVay where he says, "We never really go to tackle in any of these settings, but we do practice smartly thudding guys up." McVay said afterward, "Don't want to take any kind of side shots, still attacking at the football," and there was a lot of really good examples of that. I'm honestly a fan of this. I mean, I think just keeping your players healthy as much as you can, reducing the risk of injury as much as you can is always really important, and the Rams have done that for a while, especially under Sean McVay. He stresses that he doesn't play any starters in preseason. I'm all for it as long as we can have a healthier roster by the start of the season, take those smart precautions, but also get some good work in. That's always going to be a positive. Number 4, he has Jalen Ramsey keeps coaching. The veteran defensive back continued to be involved as a mentor for the rookies and the other young players in the Los Angeles Rams secondary throughout Friday's practice. And while I'd like to see Jalen Ramsey out on the field playing, really seeing him as a coach and mentoring these guys gets me juiced. Because not only is he doing a really good job at it, and he looks like he's actually enjoying doing it, but it gets some time for these other guys who are unproven or who need more reps with the ones. Jalen Ramsey can also in turn pass down the knowledge that he has in all the years he has in the NFL, being an all-pro corner, best corner in the league. I'm happy to see this. Obviously, I hope Jalen, he has a smooth process and is able to just kind of ease his way back into playing with the Rams again, but props to him for coaching up these young guys. Number 3, Jordan Fuller continues his progression. Following his return to live action Wednesday, Fuller was on the field again on Friday as he continues to work his way back from the ankle injury that sidelined him for the team's playoff run. Rams head coach Sean McVay on Wednesday said that they were being smart with Fuller and have specific progression in mind for him. Prayers to Jordan Fuller. I hope he gets better soon and just is able to work his way back in similar to Jalen Ramsey and be ready by the start of the season. He was asked in a press conference today about, what the timetable is. He didn't speak on the timetable. He's just taking it one day at a time. I'm confident in the guys that we have in the safety room. We've got some good depth there, but obviously Jordan Fuller, one of the captains of our defense, hopefully he can get back on the field for his sake and also for the team's sake. Number 2, it says welcome back fans. As noted above, Friday kicked off the first of 11 camp practices open to fans. Every set of bleachers were filled and some fans stood along the metal gates watching as the Rams went to work. Obviously, when you can get fans in there, it's just always going to be a really fun atmosphere for the players and for the coaches. I'm really glad to see our fan base growing since we won that Super Bowl and had that great season, and just, get more Rams fans in LA, because we're outside of LA. Coming back, you're not going to have all your fans there. It still has a lot of Raiders fans, a lot of 49ers fans, stuff like that, but being able to grow your fan base back is always going to be a positive sign, and the Rams had a really good turnout for the first day of camp. Number 1, welcome back again, Big Whit. Former Rams left tackle Andrew Whitworth had a visible presence at Friday's practice, signing autographs alongside Lucius Smith as the two legends present, and also hopping on the main stage in the main fan plaza for Q&A. After that, he headed over to the field to watch practice and even helped coach up rookie right guard Logan Brusson between snaps. Now, honestly, this makes me really excited because I've seen Whitworth involved all offseason with the Rams. He still seems to adore the organization and everything about football. We'll always talk about, losing Andrew Whitworth is really a big loss for us and we're going to miss him. And no doubt we will, but I'm honestly really confident in what Joseph Noboom can do and provide at that left tackle position. He's played really strong before. And seeing stuff like this, Whitworth is still helping the team out. While he's not playing, he's still really helping develop guys, almost like a coach. I know he's not signed as a coach for the Rams, but he's helping coaching up guys, having people over at his garage work out. It's really cool to see what he's been able to do with the Rams. Even though he's retired, he's still able to help them out and, give his 2 cents on what the team should do. So overall, the first day of training camp with fans seemed like it was such a good success. I hope all of you guys will have a good time who end up going there. Training camp and preseasons is always a really fun time of year just to be able to see guys who really don't get much playing time make a name for themselves. And I'm sure being in that environment is always going to be a fun thing for Rams fans. Please make sure to hit that like button down below. You guys don't know how much it helps me out. It definitely helps push the content out to more people just like you and grow the channel. So if you could do that quick favor for me, I'd really appreciate it. Other than that though, you guys are the best Rams fans on the planet. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Horns up and God bless.